This video is talking about, the election count. Uh, I watched this video the first time a few minutes ago, and some of the things that happened in this particular complaint happened to Hillary when Trump won. Now check it out. Check out the similarities. I'll try to pause it once we come to them. Uh, it's just strange. This is like can't be ironic. This had to be planned. But check it out.
Also in Pennsylvania, the Trump campaign filing new affidavits as evidence voters were not treated equally, charging mail-in ballots in Democratic counties were illegally pre-canvassed.
In 7 counties, Democrat-leaning counties, if they received your ballot in advance, it's illegal to open those ballots until Election Day, the mail-in ballots. But somehow they were determining which ballots were not accurate, which were not properly done, and telling voters to fix them in advance.
In an Arizona court today, the Trump campaign arguing poll workers in Maricopa County improperly rejected ballots. The president tweeting he is within striking distance, from 200,000 votes to less than 10,000 votes. If we can audit the total votes cast, we will easily win Arizona also. Democrats again dismissing Republican efforts to count legal votes and reject illegal votes.
They're engaged in an absurd circus right now, refusing to accept reality.
This is nothing more than a temper tantrum by Republicans.
In a new ad, a bipartisan group.
Now, did you hear that? It's an absurd circus. Now, 4 years ago, what did they say? They said the Russians tampered with the election, and then they said but this is absurd. They recommended. They actually recommended that we had mail-in votes, and then they just so happened to win the election. Plus, hold on, I think there's more. I think they're going to talk about some confidentiality type stuff. Hold on.
Group of politicos, including Trump loyalist Senator Bill Cassidy, with a message to respect the vote.
On January 20th, we'll swear in a president.
And when we do, we all stand ready to work with him.
Together.
And Republican Senators Lindsey Graham and James Lankford both saying the Trump administration should be giving Joe Biden classified intelligence briefings.
But quite a few of my Republican colleagues came up to me today, and they've also made statements to the media today to say, yeah, that's entirely reasonable to continue to do the daily briefings for both until we know the outcome of this election.
Whether the effort to challenge the current vote count goes anywhere, Republicans are saying it's important.
Now think about that. They're saying Trump should give them classified information. What was the first thing Trump did before he even got elected? During the debates, was the 33,000 emails that nobody ever figured out what they were. Classified information. She never gave it up though. So I think what we have here, Trump is a rookie politician. He's been doing TV. He had the beauty pageant. He had, the TV station down in South America or Central America. He's a real estate investor. That's what he's been doing his whole life. That's how he's been skating his whole life. Just doing big business deals. Now he's a politician, and he's going up against people that's been in the game for, maybe they probably got 150 years experience combined, just between Hillary, Biden, and Pelosi, and this guy is a rookie, and he won. They tried to blame it on the Russians, and all that hoopla they made. They put people out of work on New Year's to shut down the government when Pelosi did that, and then everybody lost everything they got on Christmas. All their Christmas money was gone because they couldn't go to work. They couldn't pay their rent for almost a month or two. People were almost getting evicted because she shut down the government because Trump wanted to do something and she had the power to block it, But now they're saying it's absurd that he's saying that there was voter tampering, but they set it up so that they could tamper with the votes. He told them don't do the mail-in voting because it's going to lead to voter fraud. Everybody said that. And then here we are talking about voter fraud. A week after the election, they're still counting votes. Matter of fact, today is the 13th. Election day was the 3rd? I believe, November the 3rd. That's 10 days. 2 5-day work weeks. have passed, and they still don't know who got the most votes because they're cheating. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if Trump is the president or Biden is the president, we got to work with them. And there's more. There's more. I want you to listen to this.
Important for President Trump to campaign in Georgia for Senators David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler's runoff races. Vice President Mike Pence will make the trip to the Peach State on November 20th.
He hasn't made any determinations on that thus far, but I'll tell you this, he's this morning even putting out tweets on behalf of Senator Perdue and Kelly Loeffler, and he wants those two candidates to prevail. He knows how important it is, and no one's been more of a team player than President Trump.
And as everyone is watching the vote count, the nation's business does go on. For the first time in a while, President Trump today turning the financial screws on China, signing an executive order prohibiting Americans from investing in Chinese companies that support that country's military. The executive order identifying some 31 Chinese companies that supply and modernize the People's Liberation Army. Brett?
John, we know the Republicans who've talked about...
I think with that, you know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter is golden with the Democrats right now, but they're also getting money from the Chinese Progressive Association. I don't know if that's related to the Chinese army, but you know, they get money from over there. And in fact, right after the riots started earlier this year, from China came a shipment of guns. The guns were disassembled, thinking nobody would detect them, I guess. I don't know what that was about, but they sent the guns in different parts, you know, like the barrel and whatever the parts of a gun is, you know, but they were all machine guns. They were all automatic weapons, shipped to the U.S. From China, you know, just in time for the riots. And they, you know, the ATF or the FBI, the CIA, somebody caught it. So this is an interesting time. This is history right here. You know, this is going to be in the school books, the history books later on down the line. If there's a later on, you know, you never know what's going to happen. You know, there's hostile countries all over the world. You know, you never know what's going to happen. But you notice in one part, let me see if I can find it. They said that we got to work with Joe Biden.
Came out to me today, and they've also made statements to the media today to say, yeah, that's entirely reasonable to continue to do the daily briefings for both until we know the outcome of this election.
Whether the effort to challenge the current vote count goes anywhere, Republicans are saying it's important for President Trump to campaign in Georgia for Senators David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler's runoff races. Vice President Mike Pence will make the trip to the Peach State on November 20th.
Well, anyway, they were talking about they wanted to work with Joe Biden.
Add a bipartisan group of politicos, including Trump loyalist Senator Bill Cassidy, with a message to respect the vote.
On January 20th, we'll swear in a president.
And when we do, we all stand ready to work with them.
Together.
Together.
You hear that? We all stand.
Symbolic than anything, the votes had been segregated.
We all stand ready to work with him. Don't think about that. They tried to throw this man in jail. They accused him of treason. They said he was crazy. They said he couldn't speak well. They said he was an idiot. You know, the rioters went to the White House and tried to go in the White House, but they're going to work with Joe Biden. I've never seen nobody get treated this bad in my life, except for me. This is the kind of shit I go through. They call it gang stalking. I'm trying to tell you. I have never seen anybody that has any power get treated that bad. Never. Not in my life. Obama didn't get treated that bad. He was a nigga. He was a nigga in white America. He did not get treated that bad. And I remember when I got out of high school in 1990, everybody was buying Donald Trump's book, trying to get rich just like him. Every real estate investor you ever going to meet used the same strategy that they read in Donald Trump's books to get rich. Everyone, the people that buy casinos and clubs and plazas and shit and apartment buildings, they use Donald Trump's strategy, leverage. Every one of them. I read several real estate books and they all use the same strategy as this man that they've been trying to throw in jail, that everybody supposedly hates now. Nelly used to rap about the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, not he ain't no nigga. He's a white dude, but Nelly had his name in a rap. Donald Trump now. Donald Trump bam. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in there. Now everybody hates Donald Trump. It's politics. They smeared this man's name, and then to add insult to injury, they sent him. They got him audited by the IRS. How evil can you get? You know what I'm saying? IRS audits is what they do. Is what they did for Al Capone when they couldn't catch him selling alcohol and shooting people. So they did an IRS audit and got him on tax evasion. This is the president of the United States, and they got him audited by the IRS while he was in office. These are the most evil people I've ever seen in my life. And then once Nancy Pelosi actually, her and Chuck Schumer and all of them started taking pictures, bowing down on one knee with African scarves on, with the African print. African Americans don't wear African print no more. That's something we did back in the 80s with the black medallions. We don't wear that no more. Only Africans wear African print. You know what I'm saying? The African Americans we wear jeans and t-shirts and shit like that, or, sweats and, if we're professional, we wear a suit and a tie. We don't wear African garb, really. You know what I'm saying? That's not our style. But they were wearing this shit thinking they were going to get the black vote. And they got the black vote. The devil is a man. Or the devil is people. People are just evil. Don't give people credit and saying the devil made them do it. They're evil because they're evil. I just thought of something. They call Donald Trump crazy and shit on TV. Now, what if he's really diagnosed with a mental illness? He could sue them. He could sue every one of them for HIPAA violations, for disclosing his medical history to the public. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up to smear this man and discredit him and treat him like he dissented and he was trying to make the country better. They treated him like a dissenter. I'm the kind of dude you would call a dissenter, a black dude that don't believe in none of the bullshit they tell you on TV. I believe we should have a black independent nation. I'll be the motherfucker they consider a dissenter, but I'm not a dissenter. I just think black people should be independent since we have to deal with so much racism here and so much economic inequality. So I think we should be independent and we should be able to go fend for ourselves. But we're not united, so it's not time for that. But we might not have enough time for that. But that's a whole different topic. But anyway, I wanted to add that. So now you know.